Glad to have you with us from Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated Giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the USF Bulls and the ECU Pirates. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Pirates head coach pregame. He understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Pirates headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The Bulls use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Pirates ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Three yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Collins. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Powers inside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Isaac. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up. Turns into the pile. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, USF. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Straight ahead, it's Allen. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback keeps it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got a lot of room to the right. All the way back. Touchdown, Bulls.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pulls it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Pirates line up to punt it away. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. He's going to take off. Got the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Croman Hoke. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Maybe a double pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Allen. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target, but just can't hook up for the completion.
Second and long here. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Isaac. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hoke. Left side is Isaac. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Bush is ahead. Spins away from the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
They're going to test the right side with this one. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for a second here about USF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hoke. That's caught. It's Rogers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Motion from the wideout. Hits inside. It's Isaac. Just smothered on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The snap sets up to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Pirates! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hoke. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it down the right side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. There's a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Motion from the back. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bulls. Gets it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who.
He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running inside. It's Isaac. Got room at the 35. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. And it's the Dukes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're all over him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Wants to go up top on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeps it himself. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Right side, it's Odom. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Play action on first down. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for space. It's Isaac. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Keeps it on the ground. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On the ground with the counter. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Running behind that left side. He breaks a tackle.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Out wide right, it's Sullivan. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pulls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Good time to take a shot here with this quarterback. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
From the gun, it's Allen. They put the brakes on him.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Brings into the open on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Nice move there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Gets the back moving. Quarterback keeper. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Under pressure. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Rush is on. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Croman Hoke. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Motion from the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Back's got it on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the fake. Rolls right. He's going to run it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll run the counter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. going to ride this running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out wide left, it's Odom. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Sullivan. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
What about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going long. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back. It's Croman Hoke. Moving out to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
The Bulls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.